91K today, but was sent back down to 89K. Are we going to have more downside, or can we still rally up? Let's find out. Welcome back to FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Right now it's about 4:50 p.m. Eastern time, and the price of Bitcoin is currently at 89,445. And before I do the top-down analysis, I want to go over this winning trade that I gave you guys on the 1-hour chart. Yesterday I was telling you that this looks like an inverted head and shoulder. The probability of it coming out was kind of low because there were certain signals that showed that maybe it wasn't going to happen, but we did not hit the whole measured move. I gave you guys this entry at around 89,800. The measured move would have taken us close to about 93K. We fell short, but we did make it to about 91,225. So that's basically a $1,400 move. So congratulations on whoever took that trade. This is still a big win for the FlexCandle community. Quick heads up before we continue. I'm about to release the FlexCandle beginner course where I break down how to read candles, structure, indicators, and actually plan trades the right way. If you're interested, email me at flexcandle2025@gmail.com and just write, "I want the course." Anyone who emails me before the launch will get a 50% discount when it drops in the next week or two. All right, let's get back into the chart. Now we're gonna start off here with the weekly chart, and right now I'm still seeing a red candle. We're bouncing off the 100 moving average at 87,281. Yesterday we went down to 88K again. We went to 87K. We were able to make it up, like I said, to above 91K on some news about Coinbase saying that it's possible that Bitcoin could hit $1 million. The other day we also made it to 90K off of the tariff news, but we have not been able to maintain ourselves above the 90K level, and that's kind of concerning because if these news are being used as catalysts to give us an upside move and we're not able to hold it, it definitely looks like we could be having more downside. You guys already know that I have the weekly in a bear flag that could take us below 70K. So far we've been tracing it. The stochastics look like they want to roll over, so it looks like we might still be here for a longer time. Let's see what ends up happening when this candle closes in the next 2 days and 3 hours. I would like it for us to close above the 80 moving average at 92,738 again. That would be ideal. See what happens in a few days. If we go over to the 3-day chart, this is also looking kind of bearish. You see the bearish divergence here on the stochastics RSI. You see that we are below the 50 on the RSI. The stochastics are rolling over. We did close this candle below the 200 moving average the last time around. Now this new candle closes in a day and 3 hours. The only thing that's going to save us is if we could stay above this 200 moving average. I'm calling that this could possibly be an inverted head and shoulder, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and this measure move could take us back to about the 50 moving average, which is at 101,152. This could take a couple of weeks to play out though, but if we lose this 200 moving average, then I would think that this bear flag is going to finally play out. We take a look at the daily chart. The stochastics are looking like they want to reset, even though we could still drag here for a while. We have not been able to get back above this 21 moving average, and unless we could do that, I kind of do feel like we could have more downside. I'm also anticipating that this could turn out to be some type of head and shoulder, left shoulder, head. Maybe we come up, make a right shoulder, and then that could also bring us down, and that could start breaking us downward on the bear flag. We take a look at the 22-hour chart, the stochastics. You can see it right here that they look like they want to roll over, which is what I'm telling you here for the daily chart, that it also kind of looks like we could roll over and drag here for a while. Right now we're below all the moving averages, so this is looking bearish. On the 8-hour chart, stochastics look to be on the way up. You can see that we had a massive wick trying to test the 21 moving average, but immediately we got rejected. This candle is looking very, very bearish. This candle closes in 2 hours and 5 minutes. It'll be important to come back and look at this to see how it looks, but if we remain with that wick all the way down and we're below the 200 moving average, this is also looking like a bear flag that could take us down. Is looking bearish to me. On the 4-hour chart, stochastics here are still toppy. This is eventually going to roll over. We briefly made it above the 200 moving average. We lost it again, and we just lost the 21 moving average. There's just a lot of rejection here. This just looks to me like it also wants to roll over. On the 1-hour chart, stochastics are on the way down. You see this fake out that we had today to about 91,300 or 400, and now we lost the 21 moving average as well. I'm looking for more downside. And on the 15-minute chart, you see that the stochastics are low. We're still dragging here for a little bit, you know, and I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up being a head and shoulder pattern where this is the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder, and the measure moved to this, from the top of this wick to about this neckline. Some would say that we already broke through the neckline, but more or less, this could bring us back down to about 88,073. So right now, this is what I'm seeing that could play out. The stochastics are low, so in order to negate this, we would actually have to go higher, I would say, than this 91K here. If not, then I could see this rolling over and us coming back down to test 88K. We are pretty close. We're at 89,370 now. So overall, guys, right now I'm just seeing a little bit more downside. We have been having some good support at around 87K, 88K. Hopefully we could hold that, and maybe next week we could make a move up. But we have to also keep in mind that I believe Jerome Powell does speak next week, and with everything that's been happening with Trump and him wanting to do an investigation on Jerome Powell, I don't think that he's going to cut any rates, and he might be very hawkish. So that might also bring us down, and this is probably where this bear flag on the daily and the weekly is possibly going to start breaking down. All right, guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe, and if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.